You gotta
I got you.
correct your eyes, right?
Yep.
First thing I'm gonna do, point here. All right. So now I'm gonna take this high, move it here, move it around.
What the fuck?
Take this one, move it.
What the fuck? Zoom into his face.
So, and yet again, I still can't see.
Okay. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck.
It will never get stuck like that.
Alright, so that was my friend Eli with the wacky eyes. I went climbing today with a couple of friends and it was really fun. This is not my first time climbing ever. I've done climbing before, not like a lot. But within the past couple of months, I've maybe went to a rock climbing gym like, I don't know, 5 times. Or I think this might count as the 5th time maybe. I went with a friend for his birthday. And I got hooked almost immediately. Like I've seen climbing YouTubers or climbing related videos. And then it's like, oh, that looks interesting, looks fun. And then I actually try it and it's like literally amazing. It's so fun, right? Even though I might not be like top level or whatever, I think the most I've ever been able to do was maybe like V4, I believe, to V6. And that was at a lighter body weight. Currently, I'm around like 186. So like obviously some of these climbs aren't really going to be as easy when you're heavier. But then again, I saw like even like heavier folks kind of like doing like V6 to, I believe it goes by 2. So I get like V6 to V8, right? Like the red cards, whatever. But yeah, it was actually really fun. I went with 3 other friends and we all just kind of like tried to challenge each other and whatnot. And just like go like from like basically hold after hold, trying to see like, how we can do the routes, stuff like that, trying to help each other figure out certain routes. And like I was by far, I definitely wasn't like the best climber out of all my friends. That probably go to probably Gabo, because like he's the lightest out of all of us, and he does have pretty good like relative body weight strength, and so it was easier for him to do a lot of these types of movements. But one thing to mention when it comes to the sport of rock climbing is finger strength. Finger strength is going to be really important. And I feel like maybe I could have been using my legs a lot more and trying to take things a bit more slowly, because I felt like I was kind of like maybe rushing through things a little bit. I guess maybe trying to be like too explosive when I'm really a beginner and I don't need to be. I definitely want to try things like, taking my time more, and just trying even just easier holds than like just like completely like just doing a bunch of the hard holds and failing. Of course that's a way to learn as well, but I feel like you have to still be making some type of progress in order to really learn in general, right? So yeah, I mean, I might not be the best climber in the world, but this is really fun. It's just definitely something I want to keep trying to improve on, and I want to try and like go to rock climbing gyms a lot more often, just for the sake of like having different ways to train, right? In my last couple of videos, I was talking about ways I want to train in order to, I guess, kind of like stand out, or ways that like, I guess, really fit what I want to do when it comes to my fitness. And rock climbing is one of those things, right? It's this really like fun, dynamic type of sport where you really use your mind to kind of like solve these puzzles. And the tool that you use to solve these puzzles is your own body, right? Like, how can you move your body in a certain way, like things like that, which is like super awesome. And another thing is like, people are really nice. There were some girls like showing us how we could like do some of the holds, or do some of the routes. And with this, it kind of like exposes some weaknesses, I guess, when it comes to my own fitness, like my mobility. My mobility is SHIT. And I definitely need to get a lot better at it, because I feel like I would have been able to move a lot more easily in order to kind of like be able to do the holds, right? I don't know if that's like an excuse or anything for anybody, out there that is into climbing, then, maybe you can let me know. And I also want to know if there's anything else to like maybe improve like my form, and whatever. And so these next couple of videos is like my second session at a rock climbing gym ever. And here, this is, I guess, pretty old and pretty new because I'm not starting at the actual starting position. And when I get to like the top hold, I'm not putting both of my hands on it, not for each one. And so, you know, I'm looking pretty silly here. But yeah, man, I want to level up my fitness. I want to level up the way I train. And yeah, again, any rock climbers that are watching, like any advice, word of advice, whatever, I would love it. And I just want to try my best to improve in this because it's just so fun. It's like a video game, but like you get fit at it, right? Like it's like what sport feels like that, right? I mean, this is like the most video game like sport, at least to me, right? Because you climb in like almost every like cool sport or whatever, unless like what's it called, like tricking maybe, or doing parkour. That might be like similar to doing games or whatever, but it's incredibly fun. Because like I said before, it's this puzzle that you're solving, you know, using your body as the tool. And you can, I guess, like in a way level up your own body, right? It's like taking stats and leveling up stats, right? So increasing my grip strength, increasing my flexibility, increasing my finger strength, right? That's probably one thing that's also going to help increasing like my agility, and just kind of like increasing my awareness and creativity, because a lot of times, you know, what might make the difference between me being able to make a climb or not make it is maybe my awareness. Like maybe I didn't know that my foot should have been placed here like this, or maybe I didn't know that there was a hold here because I wasn't paying attention. Just a lot of factors that can go into just climbing in general. And what helped a lot with the climbing session that I had today was being with friends, right? Being with friends, and we're all trying the same climbs, and we're seeing like where we make mistakes, or we're seeing where one kind of like succeeds, right? Even if, let's say, we did a climb where we couldn't complete it, where like none of us could complete it, but you know, one of us got a lot further, then that kind of lets us see like, okay, well, what tweaks can I make to either, I guess, get myself further, or how can I get to the same position as them? Or how can I just improve at this climb in general, right? So it's definitely a very good, I guess, like social sport, per se, because you are doing like puzzle solving with your friends or whatnot, or, you know, whatever colleagues you're with, and shit, you know, you could probably make more friends on the way. But I'd definitely have to be rock climbing a lot more longer, in order to do that, right? And when it comes to rock climbing, I've been into like kind of like been into it for a while. I just never like really put myself into it. Like I said before, it was like, you know, watching a friend's video, not watching a friend's video, sorry, going to a friend's birthday party, and doing, you know, we did rock climbing, and I'm like, dang, man, I want to keep doing this. And so I've been getting into it since, but since I haven't been able to go very frequently, then, you know, I wasn't able to, I guess, maybe improve as fast as maybe someone who could manage once a week. But I did end up getting a membership, and with that membership, I want to try and go to, you know, a rock climbing gym a week, and I can go to like multiple locations of like the same, I guess, like branch or chain, you know, the same type of gym, but I can go to like all of their locations within the state, and probably even out of state too, and get like free like rental equipment, like shoes and chalk, so therefore I can kind of like climb whenever, wherever, so that way, of course, I can be more consistent. And then also, how can I train at home in order to get better? I did buy these like portable fingerboards. I mentioned it in a previous video, but I have yet to show them on screen. But, you know, maybe, you know, whenever I have a session where I'm gonna use them, then yeah. But probably not anytime soon, because my forearms and fingers are pretty sore just from climbing earlier today. And, you know, it was very interesting seeing my friends get really pumped up and really inspired by ourselves, you know, by each other, because of like, you know, what we were able to accomplish within the, you know, the gym, right? So yeah, I'd say like if you are gonna go climb and get a day pass, definitely go with some friends. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.